could freestyle about it, preach about it, or go off top of the head. But today I bought my notes so I could resurrect the dead. Yeah! Greetings and blessings to my navigators of the seven seas. I am your locksmith, your symbologist, and metaphysical tour guide, Flat Archie 5000. And I'm back with another one as we navigate through the land of Pineal. Today we're going to unlock your Solomon's Temple to decode the esoteric meaning of fire. So as always, strap on your helmet and buckle up your spacesuit because we're on a mental voyage and we're about to take off before the walls of Jericho come crumbling down. In the tradition of entering Solomon's Temple, we must use a meditative master key to help us stay on the path of enlightenment. It is these divine words that have a literal, allegorical, and metaphysical message attached to them when understood in its proper context. So today we give honors and respect to an old universal thought that says, don't set yourself on fire to keep others warm. Let me repeat it one more time. For those of you who foolishly accommodate others against your own values, principles, and convictions. There was once a news media anchor who got fed up continuously telling the general public lies day after day and night after night, just in an effort to appease his sponsors and bosses. He then stood up and declared to himself, after much contemplation, don't set yourself on fire to keep others warm. Yeah! Go on and meditate on that and click your heels 3 times while I ring this bell of enlightenment for that powerful meditative key of wisdom as you enter the corridors of your Solomon's Temple. Let's get to it, shall we? No time to waste. Take note, masterminds. Since the dawn of early civilization, fire spirits have played a significant role in ancient cultures, symbolizing humanity's deep connection with the flames of salvation as a force of creation, destruction, and transformation. Across mythologies, fire spirits often embody the dual nature of fire, its ability to sustain life through warmth and light, as well as its potential for devastation. Thus, the control of fire became a transformative milestone for early human civilizations, profoundly impacting survival, social development, and technological progress. Fire provided essential warmth, enabling humans to migrate to and thrive in colder climates by making shelters more habitable and reducing the risk of cold-related illnesses. It also revolutionized food preparation, making food safer, more digestible, and nutrient-rich through cooking, while techniques like smoking and drying extended its preservation. Additionally, fire served as a critical defense mechanism, deterring predators with its light and heat, and allowing humans to create tools and weapons for protection. This newfound sense of security fostered psychological comfort and stability within early communities. Furthermore, beyond its practical uses, fire became a central element of social and cultural life. It served as a gathering point for storytelling, knowledge sharing, and community bonding, strengthening social ties and collective identity. Fire also held deep spiritual significance, symbolizing life, transformation, and the divine, and was integral to rituals and ceremonies. Technologically, fire enabled advancements like tool making and later innovations such as pottery and metallurgy. Ultimately, the mastery of fire was a cornerstone of human evolution, enhancing survival, enabling cultural development, and laying the foundation for progress of early civilization. Let's ring the bell for that. Thus, on the other hand, when one places the microscope on the spiritual connotations attached to fire, one must consider the symbolism of fire associated with the pits of hell, which is deeply rooted in religious, cultural, and literary traditions, representing punishment, purification, and eternal suffering. Fire in hell and its connection with the devil is often symbolized by divine justice and retribution, inflicting pain and torment on the wicked as a consequence of sinful actions. This concept is prominent in religions like Christianity and Islam, where hellfire serves as a tool of moral reckoning. Additionally, fire symbolizes purification, burning away impurities or sins. Through this process is often depicted as agonizing. The unquenchable nature of hellfire emphasizes the eternal and inescapable nature of damnation, contrasting with the temporary suffering of earthly life. Thus, fire in hell also serves as a powerful deterrent, instilling fear to encourage moral behavior and warn against wrongdoing. It symbolizes destruction and chaos, reflecting hell as a place of disorder and despair, devoid of the harmony and light associated with heaven. Let's ring the bell for that. Moreover, hellfire represents the ultimate separation from the divine, with its intense heat and pain symbolizing the absence of God's grace and love. Overall, the imagery of fire in hell encapsulates themes of justice, suffering, and moral consequence, serving as a vivid metaphor for the spiritual and ethical stakes of human behavior. Which now brings us to the flames of spirit, known as Gibel, also known as Girra in Akkadian mythology, which was a prominent fire deity in ancient Mesopotamian cultures, particularly among the Sumerians and Akkadians. He embodied the dual nature of fire, representing both its creative and destructive powers. As a god of purification, Gibel was invoked in rituals to cleanse physical and spiritual impurities, using fire's transformative energy to burn away evil and corruption. He was also associated with the craftsmanship and technology, as fire was essential for metalworking and pottery, making him a patron of artisans and blacksmiths. At the same time, Gibel symbolized fire's destructive potential within wildfires and volcanic activity, seen as manifestations of his power. This duality made him a complex and revered figure, reflecting the awe and respect ancient Mesopotamians had for fire. In addition to his role in purification and craftsmanship, Gibel was a symbol of divine light and knowledge, representing fire's ability to illuminate darkness and guide humanity. He was frequently invoked in rituals and incantations to protect against evil spirits and ensure the success of various endeavors. His presence was central to ceremonies involving fire, such as offerings and cleansing rituals, highlighting his importance in both spiritual and practical aspects of life. Gibel's association with fire underscores his significance in Mesopotamian culture as a force of creation, destruction, purification, and enlightenment, making him a vital deity in their mythology and daily practices. Furthermore, Ra, the sun god of ancient Egyptian mythology, is closely associated with fire through his connection to the sun, which was seen as a celestial fire and sustained life and order. As the sun traversed the sky, Ra's daily journey in his solar bark brought light, warmth, and vitality to the world, symbolizing fire's life-giving qualities. However, Ra often embodied fire's destructive potential, as his scorching rays could cause drought and devastation. This duality reflects fire's role as both a creative and destructive force, with Ra using his fiery power to maintain cosmic balance, also known as Ma'at, and enforce justice, such as in the myth of the destruction of mankind, where he sends the fiery eye of Sekhmet to punish humanity. Ra's association with fire also highlights themes of rebirth and renewal, mirroring the sun's daily cycle of rising, setting, and traveling through the underworld. This eternal cycle symbolized the regenerative power of fire and its connection to life, death, and resurrection. Ra's fiery essence was a source of divine authority, often depicted through the solar disk above his head, radiating energy and power. His connection to fire extended to other deities such as Hathor, association with Ra. Hathor's connection to Ra also tears her to sun and its life-giving energy. While Ra represents the sun's overarching power, Hathor embodies its nurturing and joyful aspect. Let me repeat that one more time, just so that don't go over your head. Let me ring the bell for that. Hathor's connection to Ra also ties her to the sun and its life-giving energy. While Ra represents the sun's overarching power, Hathor embodies its nurturing and joyful aspects. She is often depicted as a celestial cow who sustains life and provides comfort, symbolizing the sun's role in fostering growth and vitality. Her association with the sky and the heavens further aligns her with Ra's solar dominion, emphasizing her role in maintaining cosmic harmony and balance. Similarly, in Hinduism, Agni, the god of fire, served as a messenger between humans and gods, emphasizing fire's sacred role in rituals and offerings. In Hinduism, this multifaceted role embodies the sacred and transformative power of fire as the personification of fire in all of its forms: sacrificial flames, the domestic hearth, the sun's heat, and the inner fire of life. Agni acts as a mediator between humans and the gods. During Vedic rituals, he carries offerings from the earth to the heavens, ensuring their delivery to the deities. Agni is associated with the three sacred fires of Vedic tradition: Garhapatya, Avayaniya, and Dakshinagni, which symbolizes different aspects of life, spirituality, and the cosmos. His presence is essential in rituals, making him a bridge between the material and divine realms. Thus, in Hindu mythology and cosmology, Agni is revered as a witness, companion, and symbol of divine energy. He is invoked as an eternal witness during sacred events like weddings and oaths, and his presence is associated with truth and justice. Agni is closely linked to other major deities such as Indra and Soma, and is often depicted with a dual nature, born on earth as fire and in heaven as lightning. Symbolically, fire represents knowledge, enlightenment, and the divine spark within all beings. Agni, as the god of fire, embodies this spiritual essence, representing the light of witness that dispels ignorance and darkness, and connecting the material and spiritual worlds. Tea time! The best thing you can do is master the chaos in you. You are not thrown in the fire, you are the fire. Let me say it one more time. For those of you who are still stuck on the battlefield night after night and day after day, waging war against your internal demons. There was once a judge who sentenced a man to 11 years for 22 different offenses of drunk driving. He then said to the man, before sentencing, "The best thing you can do is master the chaos in you. You are not thrown in the fire, you are the fire." Now let us get back on the chariot with Elijah towards the seven heavens so we can transcend time and space. To my navigators of the seven seas, let us now zoom in on Shango, who is a major deity in Yoruba religion and in diasporic traditions like Santeria and Candomblé, is closely associated with fire, thunder, and lightning. His connection to fire symbolizes his raw power, energy, and transformative nature. As a god of thunder and lightning, Shango wields celestial fire, using it to assert his authority, deliver justice, and punish wrongdoers. Lightning, seen as a divine fire from the heavens, reflects his ability to bring sudden change, destruction, and purification. Fire also represents Shango's passionate and charismatic personality, embodying his intense emotions and vibrant energy, which inspires his followers in music, dance, and celebration. Moreover, as we navigate deeper into the heat of ancient cultures, we observe in Greek and Roman mythology, fire spirits took on forms that highlighted its transformative and creative aspects. Hephaestus. Hephaestus is also known as a Vulcan, the god of fire and craftsmanship, symbolized fire's ability to shape and create, while Prometheus, who stole fire from the gods, represented its gifts to humanity and its risks it carried. So as we see throughout history, fire spirits have reflected humanity's awe and reverence for fire as a fundamental force. They often symbolize purification, transformation, and connection between the human and divine realms. Whether as creators, destroyers, or mediators, these spirits and deities served as explanations for the mysteries of fire and its profound impact on human life and culture. Across civilizations, fire spirits remind true masterminds of fire's dual nature, its capacity to nurture and destroy, and its role as a bridge between the physical and spiritual worlds. Question: why are we talking about the symbolism of fire in ancient cultures? And how can we use this knowledge today in our daily lives? Answer: take note, masterminds. Fire holds deep esoteric meanings as a symbol of transformation, purification, and a divine spark within all existence. It represents the process of inner alchemy, where the soul undergoes profound change by burning away the old to make way for the new. Fire's ability to transform matter, turning wood into ash or metal into liquid, mirrors the spiritual journey of growth and evolution. It also symbolizes purification, as its flames are believed to cleanse negativity, illusions, and impurities, refine the mind, emotions, and spirit. Its rituals, fire is used to release attachments and elevate one's spiritual vibration, acting as a bridge between the material and spiritual realm. Let's ring the bell for that. Thus, fire is closely linked to the concept of the divine spark, the inner light within every being that connects them to the divine or higher self. In traditions like Gnosticism, this spark represents a fragment of the divine source, and fire symbolizes the process of awakening and returning to that source. Fire's light also represents knowledge, wisdom, and enlightenment, dispelling ignorance and revealing truth. Thus, esoterically, fire embodies the primal energy and life force that animates creation, often associated with the solar plexus chakra in practices like yoga, where it governs personal power, will, and transformation. This inner fire, or Agni, drives spiritual awakening and self realization. Furthermore, fire's destructive and renewing qualities are central to its esoteric symbolism. It represents the necessary destruction of the ego, attachments, and outdated structures to facilitate rebirth and renewal. This cyclical process reflects the spiritual principle that the old must be released for the new to emerge. Let me repeat that one more time. Let me ring the bell for that. It represents the necessary destruction of the ego, attachments, and outdated structures to facilitate rebirth and renewal. This cyclical process reflects the spiritual principle that the old must be released for the new to emerge. In alchemy, fire is essential for transformation, symbolizing the inner work of refining the soul to achieve enlightenment and immortality. Ultimately, fire serves as a powerful metaphor for the spiritual journey, embodying the transformative, illuminating, and sacred nature of existence. So, as always, in Solomon's Temple, I leave you in peace with these powerful words. Transformation is not a future event. It is a present activity that must always be attended to. Let me repeat it one more time. Transformation is not a future event. It is a present activity that must always be attended to. Ashe, ashe, ashe.